famous.
I don't think he's forgotten that one, but he's actually just going to go for the rise, so locks this in, but we get to see Faker now trying.
Watching Bjergsen bemoan those recently is Huni's actually got the drop onto Mowgli. Or does Mowgli have the drop onto Huni?
Well, the bullet doesn't land in for the root. Koro's starting to roam over, but can't get there fast enough, doesn't have the ghost. Huni goes back in, overheats, gets a lot of damage in. Peanut dashing forward, slows him up. Faker coming over the wall, gonna flash forward, finds the kill. First blood going over him, and now Kuro in a bad spot. Parkour coming through, bringing him over the wall. Resonating strike takes him out, and SKT put 2 on the board.
Big mistake there from Mowgli. Remember the young player making what is a big...
Collapse in on him, spots him out. Weaken him quite a bit. Knocks him down to half HP. Red carpet's ready to go. Faker arriving, jumps in underneath the turret. Ignite goes out, he'll go down. Peanut claiming the kill with the
back end though.
Huni getting hit up with the cleaver, and Kuro now arriving. Can Huni make it out of here safely is going to be the question.
Ult.
Yeah, True Shot Barrage comes through, but it's not going to connect. Now Peanut just has to escort Huni out of the jungle, which looks like it will be an easy enough task. You know what, Peanut, he just wants to fight Kuro. Slowing him up with the E yet again. Can he get a resonating strike in? Doesn't even need it. Just pops the Dragon's Rage through.
Every turret, even every jungle camp, is a place that SKT want to fight for right now.
Right now might be looking at this mid-tier 1 turret. Wave's a little bit weak. Kuro could clear this out relatively easily. Asho comes down to get on top of Mowgli. Peanut going in underneath the tower, and Huni pinching from the side. They're able to burn out the Rengar, and Kuro goes down in the meantime. Faker coming in from the sides is able to assassinate Tucson on the back end. Turret goes down. They might be looking for a tier 2 SK Telecom
of their inhibitor. But then the question is, when there's nothing on the map, how do you pump? How do you get back? It's Huni and Marin.
He still has plenty of damage. Massive flame spitter coming through.
You can turn this around.
Honey Fruit is helping out Marin to stay alive. In combination with that sadism, now has to run away. Ash Arrow still clips him from the side. They will slow him up. Bang has quite a bit of damage.
He's gonna get out.
Huni's got to be careful. Heal coming up from Bang keeps Huni alive through that True Shot Barrage.
Dr. Mundo!
Won't go down, but yeah, Mundo doesn't die either, but Peanut is looking to change that, comes over the wall, kicks him back. Wild Growth comes out in time, but there's just so much damage here from the Lee Sin, from the Ashe. They're able to take him to actually take him out, but SK Telecom, they're going to go ahead and move up towards this top side, try to pinch in. Mowgli gets caught by the Ashe Arrow, and he goes down. Faker finds his 3rd kill. Kuro still here to try to defend this. Marin trying to split the bottom lane. We didn't see the TPA skin come out, control Cloud Templar a little bit.
Well, they want to kill Huni.
Well, it looks like they will be able to do that. Throws down the equalizer, but Marin will still be able to walk away, but they had to use the sadism and the Wild Growth.
And usually kills are
joined in. Thrill the Hunt comes through. Mowgli throwing down that control ward inside the pit.
1 level advantage.
Vision. Deep TP coming through from Huni. I don't think this has been spotted out yet. Ashe Arrow comes through, won't connect. And Huni is just laying down the red carpet to the backside, finds Tucson, takes him out with a solo kill. Faker trying to jump onto Kuro, jumps over the wall with a parkour, dashes forward, comes up with it. 2 kills, plus the Baron going over to SK Telecom. Actually, no, they peel back, but they can go ahead and bad spot here. Before Faker gets popped up from that Wild Growth onto Marin.
Faker wants to kill Tucson.
Yeah, he's going to try to trade some damage back, but just really has to hightail it out of here.
They're giving up the turret. They're spending too much time on this.
Coming out, dashes back in, almost takes out Tucson, actually.
Big mistake,
they're going to be losing the base.
Can't make these sort of plays against Baron minions. This is Afreeca going a little bit too solo queue. They got down the man, they got down Faker, but at the cost of double inhibitor.
Seems like a good trade, right? Equalizer thrown down, Kuro gets caught up by that Ashe Arrow and taken out by Peanut. His former teammate snipes him out with Sonic Wave. Peanut taking a lot of damage on the exchange. Redemption will pop him back up, keep him alive for now. First Nexus turret falls. It's 4 members, 4v4 inside the base. Peanut as low as he is, he might have to back off. No, goes in onto Kramer, kicks him the wrong way though, towards the fountain, but it doesn't matter. Nexus turret number 2 goes down. The Nexus will fall under 30 minutes. SKT stomp out Afreeca Freecs in convincing fashion in game number 1.
The way SK Telecom turned it on after they picked up the kills on Mowgli and Kuro was scary. The sort of story that will be told to teams. They'll remember this game for a long time. It was just obscene how fastly they killed the game. Felt like the game was over 15 minutes in because of the comp that Afreeca had taken, but because, crucially, the mistake was made that took all semblance of control away from Afreeca. Suddenly Raptors, Krugs, every camp was a potential place for SKT and their earlier power spike to fight. And the scaling could never happen for Afreeca, who really need to shake this game 1 off. The draft was creative. I think parts of it together with just a little bit more early game could definitely have worked. I wonder how the game would have gone if not for the 2 early deaths, but
that will be the play. They go ahead and lock it in. So standard top lane matchup coming out here for Hooney, picking up that Poppy, but I mean, he's already doing a pretty good job.
No summoners.
Yeah, he's going to get locked down. Tether coming through. Big burst of damage from the Graves. Helps take him down. Wolf actually finds the first blood. And bang! Just not even able to really push forward and get the assist in.
He wasn't.
At least for the moment. Now Peanut getting jumped on.
Faker.
Faker's wall coming through. Faker, the flash over the wall. Exhaust immediately comes down. He goes low. Has to enter the Sanguine pool. Won't get much more damage in for the pop on the Hemo Plague. And now SKT, they have to kite back. One more shot on the Peanut would do it. Faker gets rooted up. Doesn't have the pull. And he goes down. Tucson finds the kill. Meanwhile, Wolf falls over by the blue buff. Kuro picking that one up solo. 2 kills on the board for... But overall, still pretty good. Hooney with the roam down. Trying to get this pinch down onto Kuro. Peanut's nearby. He's going to flash in for this one. Knocks him up with the Keeper's Verdict. Now Peanut arriving into the line, plus collateral damage. Takes him out. They find the kill. Joel the hunt pop by Spirit, but there's just no way for him to walk into 3 men behind. Tucson taking a lot of damage, but it's going to be 5 members in the bottom side. Bang and Wolf in such a rough spot. Bang gets caught out, knocked up by the depth charge, and taken out as Kuro pops him with that threaded volley. And that should be first brick going over to Afreeca. Wave's a little bit weak, but Marin's got plenty of HP. They'll be able to finish this off, no problem.
And that was definitely the one he kept his flash for, but no getting out for Bang. It's kind of a laning phase point, right? That's super strong in the laning phase of Talia Wall in particular, but in team fights, so much harder in a big map to be able to achieve as they want Wolf.
Oh, Wolf, and he's just going to get popped. Strangledorns won't even have a chance to knock him up. He just goes down. The damage from Kuro and Spirit ripping through him.
Desperately want to fight right now.
Kramer can open up with the Ash Arrow. Let's see who he's going to try to choose. Kuro in a very nice position for the Weaver's Wall to cut off the rest of SKT. Ash Arrow comes out. They find Wolf. They'll slow him up. Weaver's Wall cutting out the rest of SK Telecom from retreating back towards that tier 2 tower. Peanut going to jump over with the collateral damage. They're still up front, soaking up as much as he can. He's still relatively safe on the Vladimir. Did use the Ghost. Looks like they'll...
Probably going to be pretty tricky. It's only a Cloud Drake as the 3rd spawn, and another one that SKT could probably afford to give up, as Marin's overstayed.
Oh, Hooney's pretty far forward as well. Kuro tossed out that Weaver's Wall, but the rest of the team playing around this bottom side, looking to pick off Hooney. Hit by the Ash out, dragged back in with the Dredge line, and he goes down. So they do find it, so now no tanky front line here.
Really left for Afreeca Freecs.
So they're going to pinch in for this one. Hooney's going to get sped up, rooted immediately.
3-man grasping roots.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the chase here for SK Telecom. Oh, Faker, no, he goes big, flashes in on top of Kramer. Protobelt coming down. Hemo Plague ticks away, and Faker comes up with the massive kill. Zoni is thrown down to dodge out on those Strangledorns. Now Faker can just try to exit on the backside of the fight. Hooney really far forward, tried desperately to take out Kuro. Will not be able to do so. Pays for that one with his life, but man, Faker just diving in.
That's why the 3-man grasping roots
had to use the exhaust, which you would certainly like to hold on for a future fight. Weaver's Wall thrown down. Faker going to get cut off. Does not have the flash. Goes into the Sanguine pool.
No Zonius.
Not available. He's going to try to sustain as much as he can, but it's just too much. Afreeca. Nice collapse by 4 members. They take him out.
It's probably the best time they have to take the Baron short of future kills. Hemo Plague threat is gone, with the Vladimir being dead, but Afreeca returned to the map, which pushing up lane slowly is, oh, they turn on Peanut.
Yeah, Peanut gonna get locked down, popped up on the depth charge, and he gets taken out. Now that the Graves is eliminated, 45 seconds on his death timer, that should be the turn on the Baron.
It's like SKT aren't even gonna try to put up a contest.
Yeah, they're gonna try to just get some turrets in. Now they're in danger of getting collapsed on. Spirit leaps forward, trying to get on the Peanut. He quick draws away, but now he's gonna get cut off by this Weaver's Wall, targeted out by Kuro, and very well may fall. Redemption coming down. Is it enough to keep him alive? Yes, it is. Right on the backside, it comes through, and Spirit gets popped, stunned into the wall by Hooney. And they finish him off, and Peanut barely makes it out with his life.
Yeah, Kuro pulled off because of the lead. 8,000, I guess, more accurately. It's a big, deep teleport.
TP going onto the ward. Peanut's already dead. Kuro coming up with the kill, and now Marin wrapping around from above.
They want now. He's slowed down, loses the home guards. They'll back away. This needs to be Baron.
That's going to be the pit. Hooney, they're going to try to commit into this one. He does have the Keeper's Verdict. He's going to charge it up, but the Baron already goes over. He boots Spirit away.
Faker.
Very barely, though. Hooney dashing in. Faker going in, throws down that Hemo Plague, but still gets popped. Has to go straight into the Zonius. Can't come up with a single kill yet. Takes a ton of damage from the seismic jump, and will get picked off. Kuro comes up with a kill now. Hooney trying to exit, flashes away on the top side of the pit, but he's going to get his GA popped in the meantime. Bang and Wolf kiting around this bottom side of the pit. Get a lot of damage through onto Spirit, but they cannot finish him off. LBK.
Buying time for that Elder Dragon.
He still hasn't even lost the Guardian Angel, so He is in such a strong spot. Yeah, Elder Dragon just going to get shredded through by Afreeca Freecs. 3 stacks going forward for them, plus Baron buff. One of those stacks being Infernal. Afreeca.
Sustained damage can clean up, but when they're wearing Elder Dragon, when they're wearing the Baron, he looks far away, and Hooney's caught.
Yeah, way out of position. He's going to get locked down. Bakekeeper's verdict might just keep him alive, but Kuro is there to try to follow up. He does not have a flash to get over the wall, and he will go down. Meanwhile, Faker getting popped up by the depth charge, goes really low, goes into the sanguine pool, pushing forward, trying to get some HP back, but he just can't do it. Kuro comes up with a double kill, and now Afreeca, with 2 members dead on the side of SK Telecom, will be pushing in, looking to end the game. Dredgeline forward onto Bang. Catches him up, forces out both of those summoner spells. The turrets are now collapsing. Peanut flashing over the Weaver's wall, trying to keep himself alive, but there's nothing that SKT can do to defend the base. They will lose this game too, and Afreeca Freecs will keep their hopes alive, and they'll be taking us to game number 3.
And it was so disciplined from Afreeca Freecs. They did it so cleanly. At the end of the game, when they were fruitlessly following Marin, it felt like Afreeca's chase on Faker in game 1. So funny how this game kind of mirror what happened in game 1 with different teams. Spirit comes back in, and it looks super clean. No brain fades in the early game for SKT to exploit. And the Vladimir pick, which has never been a speciality of Faker, does very little. Faker was trivial in this game, honestly, a bit like Dr. Mundo from Marin in game 1, and this is a series that keeps giving. I'm really excited to see what game 3 gives us, because we've had the surprise picks, we've had the control display from both teams, and now we get one game to decide. And they're just going to go for the same matchup. So the one adjustment here helps Afreeca a lot, because they had Ezreal, who was going to get pushed in.
Lay down that equalizer.
How many warning signs does Kuro need?
I don't know. Here comes the dash. Equalizer thrown down. Rune Prison connects on the Peanut, but he's not eating any turret shots yet. Kicks him into the wall. Sonic Wave available, but they're able to hand it off to Faker. Nice juggling coming through from SK Telecom to make sure that the kill goes over to the Talon. Faker walking away with first blood's going to be very happy. Well, though, Hooney maybe in a bad spot until the hunt comes out. Spirit going to be jumping in onto him, locks him down with a bola. Faker comes over the wall, throws down the ignite. Can they keep him alive? The shield comes out from the scrap shield, keeps him up for just a little bit longer as they trade one back onto Rengar. Now Marin has to exit, does have the sadism, keeps himself alive. I actually never really watched The Simpsons too much.
You're a young man.
More of a Futurama guy. Kuro going to flash away, exhaust comes down. Faker's still going to be chasing in.
Still a really long lane.
Plenty of damage, and Kuro will go down. Flash forward. Has to come out from Faker, but they're going to go ahead and send in Marin with the TPs, collapsing in. Spirit's here as well. See how Faker gets himself out of this one. Has a couple walls that he can leap over, but he's not really hovering towards those. Just goes in for the trade. Almost works out, taking out Spirit. He goes down. Meanwhile, the rest of his team,
stop the trade from happening.
Maybe now just have to direct their attention over to Spirit. True Shot Barrage comes through, takes a little bit of damage off of him. Faker throws down the Ignite, flash away from Spirit, but Faker says, you know what, I can just chase over the wall. Comes up with the kill. Peanut not even able to contribute to get the assist, doesn't matter. True Shot plus Faker equals death. Now Tucson having to flash away from the Talon, which means that Marin's cut off by himself.
He ulted though.
Just have the ult. And Kuro's coming up nearby. Faker getting rooted. Stranglethorn's coming out. Shield comes out from the safeguard, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Now Peanut in a bad spot has the flash into the pit. The Realm Warp coming through. Does he have a ward? No, they're actually just going to go ahead and peel away. Have to respect the roaming members of SKT.
not there. Everyone is there from SKT.
Oh, red carpet thrown down. Tucson burned out. About half HP popped up, and Bang arrives. Missing shot hits him in the face and takes him out. Nice kill pickup for him, and Kuro, he's just going to get burned to death by Hooney. Flame Spitter picks up a kill. So they managed to take out Faker, but as it usually goes, looking to push forward. Faker goes in, jumps back over the wall, making himself safe. Now Bang gonna get leapt on. Jumps away with the Arcane Shift.
They want this so badly.
Down. They're trying to kill the Ezreal as best as they can. It looks like they got it. Putting 3 members forward. They will be able to take him out, but how many will they suffer in losses? Peanut getting rid of Spirit with that Sonic Wave. Tucson burning to death in the backside, but actually comes up with a kill over onto Hooney in the end. Double kill for Peanut as he finishes off Kramer. It's a 2-for-2 exchange. Top half of the jungle. He's got the wave coming up onto that tier 2 turret. Engage on a Faker. Wolf. They go ahead. Flash away from the Nami. Big tidal wave coming out. They pop up Spirit. Land the bubble. Equalizer comes down. Spirit low. Burning to death from the Leandres. Faker dashing into the back with the Shadow Assault. Trying to come up with the kill onto the Rengar. Finds Kramer in the meantime. And maybe could take out Kuro as well. Takes a couple overloads to the face, so he's going to have to peel back. But that's 3 members of the Afreeca Freecs picked off. Tucson Crow
for the Rumble, burned down. Kramer ended up frontlining because he just wasn't understanding where the terrain was that Afreeca needed to fight around. And now SKT get a free Baron. No way to contest this whatsoever. Already have Kuro parked in a silent botch there any time.
Lauren spotted. Ash Arrow going to go wide. Dash back in. Bubble connects. He's kicked in. And with everybody there, Sadism will not save him. He goes down. Bang finds the killing blow. Faker still splitting in bottom. Just go godlike with his calls.
Feels like that may not be an option. They're looking to zone away. They want to break the base.
Faker
Oh boy!
In, jumps straight into the back line. Takes out Tucson. Takes out Kramer. 3 members fall right off the backside of Lauren dying. And 26 minutes on the clock. The death timer's still short, but SK Telecom, do they just go for this? It's only Kuro left alive, and looks like they will be seeking the finish.
And somehow, scarily, they're going to end the game even faster than they did in Game 1.
Kuro will just Realm Warp back into the fountain, keeps himself alive, denying some KDA padding for SK Telecom, but it does not matter. 27 minutes on the clock. The Nexus will go down, and SK Telecom looks to end the curse against the Afreeca Freecs. They beat them 2-1.
Welcome to the mid-game, Afreeca Freecs. Goodbye. No late game is going to happen for you. They looked relieved, somehow finishing the game even faster than they did in Game 1. One botch team fight. It's always one, Achilles. It never takes two with SK Telecom T1. You hand over a massive tempo advantage to SKT, and they will make you pay for it in the mid-game. And as you say, steady the ship. Managed to go 1-for-1 in series with Afreeca Freecs this season. Afreeca will be happy they picked up a single game and took SKT to 3. But Peanut had a good series, SKT had a good series, made the talent pick work in a very impressive way in that final game, and back to the drawing board for Afreeca Freecs.
And Faker now has a positive win rate on the talent, 2-1. So swinging that one back in his favor. All right, 66%.
I think Bang and Wolf were the superstars of this game, though.
Oh, I mean, I think you give Bang the MVP for this for sure. Just commanding the bottom lane with that Ezreal to help Wolf.
And that's not a surprise as a soundbite, right? Because Ezreal has been doing so much great work in recent weeks, but the fact that this series